Hello all, and welcome to this Friday evening's beer review, which I am dubbing the Rainy Night Beer Review. It's 6 p.m. on the dot, and it's raining outside. Something very rare for the dry side of the island where I live. Something I deeply relish. I love rainy days, and it's kind of sad that I don't get to experience it much anymore. Anyways, what are we reviewing today? Well, we're reviewing the second sake my father brought for me in Japan, which is from the same company, and this is the same Junmai Daiginjo from Imayo Tsukasa. This one is cedar barrel aged, however. You can tell by the label here. So, let me go and read the thing here. Ingredients: rice, molded rice, aka koji rice. Niigata's premium sake rice, Goyaku Mongoku, so 100% that grain bill. Milling percentage, 50%, which means that they polished it down by one half. And the ABV is 15%. So, without much further ado, let's just go and pour this one out. Again, pouring it into the wine glass here. So why wouldn't I? Okay, I'm having some trouble opening this. There we go. Just needed to go and do that. Of course, still very cold, straight from the refrigerator. It's just kind of moist because the high humidity in the air right now. So I would venture just a slightly more yellow tinge to it than the regular Daiginjo. But not all that much noticeable on the camera, obviously because my light is a bit yellow here. Oh yeah. So pretty much a lot of those same kind of melon-like, floral, light fruity notes, but instead of the minerality of the, standard Daiginjo, this one is kind of replaced by a very light scent of cedar. It's actually not that heavy. The other times I've had like these cedar, aged sakes, they come across as very strong in the cedar. This one, it's behind all the sake notes. It's kind of just a background player rather than, at the forefront. But yeah, it's just a very slight tweak to it, honestly. Bouquet wise, we'll see how it goes when it hits the palate, which it'll do now. Interesting. So the cedar is not overwhelming on the palate, but it sort of transforms how it comes across. At the front, it's a tad sharper. It's not as rounded and as coating as the regular Daiginjo. And you don't really get a woodsiness to it except in the finish. I mean, it's a very light and subtle one. Yeah, I would have to say that what it does is not really lend a cedar or a strong cedar or woodsy note to it, but it takes the flavors that are already there and makes them a bit a tone darker, a tone more sharp. I know I'm not really explaining things all that well. What does it mean by darker when you talk about taste? What does it mean by sharper instead of round? And it is really hard. That's why I sometimes think I have like synesthesia of like the taste buds or something. Because sometimes I'll taste something and it's like that's the best way to describe it. It's round, it's sharp, it's light, it's dark. And of course, it has nothing to do with the visual presentation or anything like that. This is clear. So I mean, if you look at my original review, yeah, pretty much all the same kind of flavors. Sans the minerality, add in a slight woodsiness, maybe a very, very subtle, almost vanilla cedar like note at the finish. But overall, just changing the tenor of it. This is still very good. I have to say, I prefer the Daiginjo, the regular Daiginjo, a little bit better, just because I I just prefer it. There's nothing bad about this. I don't think it's being taken down a notch. It's different, and I prefer the other one. That said, I mean, I'm enjoying this. It's just I'm picking between the one or the other, and the regular Daiginjo is just a really, really good Nihonshu. I mean, just and this one is just a very good one. As it warms up, top note, cedar note in the top note is coming a little bit stronger. Again, still not overwhelming like some cedar barrel aged ones I've had. Yeah. So, if you're ever in Niigata, and of course Niigata is famous for its sakes, definitely give this company a try. I don't think they distribute anything more than their Junmai in the United States. That's the thing about sake. It's like all the best ones they keep to themselves in Japan. They don't export much of the high quality stuff. I mean, I just remember going to it was in Yamaya or something like that, the liquor store in Japan, and just being confronted by just the plethora of sake that was available and how affordable it was. And in fact, generally, how affordable alcohol was in Japan. I mean, then again, that was 15 years ago, so let's just say it's gotten a lot more expensive in the United States, whereas The yen definitely doesn't go as far as it used to. I kind of got lucky. I mean, um, in general, things were cheaper than Hawaii because literally every place in the world is cheaper than Hawaii, unless you live in a smaller, more remote island than Hawaii is. But the yen was also had like a good transfer rate, so like I came back with, I wouldn't say a good pile of money, but a small pile of money, even after traveling around Japan. Yeah, someone's getting a honeyed like note now. So, excuse me. So, Imayo to Tsukasa. If you're in Japan, definitely give this brewery a shot. It's pretty good from the two that I've had. And that, folks, is your sake slash Nihonshu review for this evening. By the way, just a quick channel update. It's been like 2 weeks since well, not really. I reviewed that. I forgot that I reviewed did a quick review of the Celebration IPA, but it's been a while. I went down to like Tamura's after like a month, and it's like saw that they had like a course. Hanakoa decides to go and release a bunch of stuff, and it's like, oh, a pre-prohibition lager, oh, a California Common. I had to go and get those because like Dry January is coming up, but I don't have the time to go and review them before January comes up. I mean, Christmas Day is going to be next week Thursday, this upcoming Thursday. So, and then New Year's Day is going to be the Thursday after that. So I really don't have much time, and I am busy at work. So we'll see if I get around to it. Otherwise, it's just going to sit in the refrigerator till February, because I kind of hold Dry January sacred. It's a time where I detox a little bit and also give my liver a chance to have a little break. And we'll see what I review then. I mean, I saw some interesting stuff, including like a non-alcoholic Oktoberfest style or a non-alcoholic Marzen. We'll see how old it is because those things tend to sit on the shelf a little bit, and especially at Safeway where I saw it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Dry January. If I get around to reviewing those two beers that I saw, I will. I am definitely, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to try both of them tonight, but I probably won't be able to get around to reviewing them until February. Uh, Hopefully, I remember it. You know what I mean? And that, folks, is your sake review. Oh, let me pour the rest of this out here. Is your sake review for this evening. Kanpai!